good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching WYTV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J or Agba. You're welcome to another edition of News Review today. Sir, this is festive period, and I don't know. This time around, we should be seeing gifts from our viewers. Or what do you feel, sir?
Yeah, I believe they are still coming because according to what I'm foreseeing now, I see a lot of packaging from our viewers out there. Yes, they are still bringing, most especially from King Victor, one of our sponsors.
Okay. All right, you know I will do it on this show. This is where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. I was starting with Punch newspaper, but before then, you already got that from Ambassador, that one of our sponsors is King Victor Nigeria Enterprises and Nokpa Abals. So I'll be starting with Punch newspaper. Family mourns Nigerian lady strangled to death in UK. Banks to disconnect non-deposit financial institutions from transfer list. DSS raid on my own, caught me unaware, Sunday Igboho. Lady found dead in Lagos hotel, boyfriend disappears. Then on Vanguard newspaper, Kaduna bombing error won't deter against terrorism, defense minister. Smugglers using fake presidential number plates, others customs. Court freezes Kano government accounts over 30 billion naira compensation. Then on Daily Post newspaper, 12 killed, others injured in French X-Men attack on Benue communities. Shehu Sani knocks El Rufai, says powerful forces behind terrorism, kidnapping. Man sentenced to death in Zamfara for killing friend over 100 naira. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. We're going on a short commercial break. When we're back, we talk more on some of the headlines. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Come back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abals. Well, today, the first headline we want to look at is this Lagos lady found dead in Lagos hotel, and her boyfriend disappears. I don't know what actually happened to the girl, but let's go into the body of the news to know what actually happened. Yet to be identified female adult has been found dead in a hotel at Morogbo in the Badagry area of Lagos State. Punch Metro gathered that the incident happened on Friday, November 31st, after the deceased lodged into the hotel with a male partner. Both girls were said to have arrived at the hotel in the morning of the said day and made payment for a short rest. After some hours, the receptionist, who was about to give out the room to another customer, went to the room and found it locked. A resident in the community who spoke to our correspondent on Wednesday said the hotel worker later used a spare key to open the door and thereafter found the lady lying on the bed motionless. So I feel this is going to be a news that will correct some things in our society of nowadays, because we have so many girls that do go out with different male that they don't even know. Maybe they met online or on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. They meet them. They will just go out with them without knowing anything about them.
Let me come in. According to the news, what I heard in the news was that the lady was found dead. The lady and her boyfriend actually came to the hotel. If truly the guy was her boyfriend, I don't believe they wouldn't have gone to the extent of going to an hotel. They would have go to the lady's with the boy's house, the resident. Maybe, according to what you said, maybe they just met online. Why they meet? Nobody could really know, not until when the police finished their investigation, what really happened to the lady. And according to the body of the news now, there wasn't a place where we saw that some of the part of the lady were removed.
But we're still in the body of the news. Maybe we'll get to see.
No problem. Can we go on and let
Well, the resident who craved anonymity due to the nature of the incident said the two guests arrived at the hotel in the morning after paying They collected the key to their room and went inside. It was later around 10 p.m. when the hotel attendant wanted to give the room to another customer that they started to look for the key to the room. When they got there, they discovered it was locked. They also knocked, but no one answered. They later banged on the door, yet no one answered. They had to get a spare key, and when the door was opened, only the female guest was found lying naked on the bed. Her body was covered with a bedspread. It was also discovered that her clothes and phone were taken away.
Her clothes and her phone was taken away. Then, well, I don't really know what happened there, but I believe the police will step into it and launch their investigation.
Let me say this, I believe that hotel should be arrested. Like, they should arrest the manager of that hotel.
Why?
They should get the manager arrested and maybe the management of that hotel, because, it's a case on them now. You can't say it was the guest that killed the lady. What if the guy had left and someone else came into the hotel? Because if the hotel has a good security, they have the camera, they have everything.
These are some of those things that need there to look into, that needs to be looked into. You see, what I would just say is that when let the police launch their investigation, there are some of those things that they needed to look into. Then what could have happened that makes the guy left? Where was the receptionist? Because I believe there is no how you can get out from an hotel without passing through the reception. The receptionist, where is the receptionist when the guy left? Then what could have happened there? Even if the reception was there, that this guy came out, I believe the person that came out with a luggage in his hand, because according to the body of the news, the lady's dress was nowhere to be found. Even her phone was nowhere to be found. Automatically, the guy in question might have left if truly it was a guy.
And we can even say, like, even without we being a police officer to investigate into this case, I feel even the receptionist is still a suspect.
Oh, a suspect.
Because it may have something to do with that guy that brought the lady. Maybe the guy has been doing things like that. So no one is to be trusted here in this case. So I feel the hotel management has a lot of questions to answer.
Then let's warn our lady out there, whenever you are going out with somebody, or maybe it's either a stranger or somebody that is very closer to you, try as much as possible to inform people around you that I'm going out with so person.
Sir, they can't, because maybe the girl, as this lady,
the advice that was given out to some of our ladies out there was that those people that are not in line with all this parole that you have just mentioned should at least inform one or two persons. Even if you are in a parole, you must have a friend that you are in a parole together.
Even parole girls now have their own WhatsApp group. I'm in Egbeda, I'm in Ireland now.
They will also have their own friends that they can carry along, that they are going to some place.
That's accomplished.
Either good or bad. Even if you are traveling, you need to inform somebody that you are going on a short trip or on a long trip.
Well, to me, it's either this guy is a thief, the boyfriend, or maybe he's a ritualist, or for him to take the girl's phone, if he was the one that took the phone.
To take the girl's phone, if he was the one
that would betray,
and that is why he doesn't want.
And besides, how will an hotel have a guest in their hotel, and they won't get any information about their guest?
What if the information that was provided was a fake information?
Well, that's true. But then, if to me, my experience in an hotel, if you're lodging in an hotel, you will drop your number, you drop your address. These are the things they will get from you before they key.
After dropping all those ones, you drop your address. Was the address verified before giving them the key? Will the receptionist go to the extent of verifying the address, or will it travel to the same address that was given to them? The only thing you provide your address, your phone number. What if the phone number they provided was the phone number, was the number you just bought the line, you were having an intention of committing an evil, at the end of the day, the line was removed.
Well, I feel this will be a lesson to the hotel management, and they will have to put another measure in place when it comes to security in their hotel. But let's move on to the next headline. These smugglers using fake presidential number plates, others customs. The Controller Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, Federal Operations Unit, FOU Zone B Kaduna, Mr. Chedi Wada, has lamented that smugglers have been using fake presidential number plates to deliver vehicles across the country. According to Wada, they have also been dubiously using fake number plates belonging to various states and local governments, MDAs, emirate councils, and other governmental institutions. Wada disclosed this when he received Bashir Rabemani, Zonal Manager, News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, Kaduna Zonal Office, who paid him a courtesy call in Kaduna.
Well, the custom has a lot of work to do on the issue of smugglers or not smugglers. And if you could look at the level of what the country has turned into now, everybody was just trying to find a way of making himself happy or making him putting food on the table for their family. Then the issue of this fake number of the presidency, I believe the presidency should put out a measure out there to those people that are using their plate number, because the plate numbers in question might have been issued by some set of people or given it out to one of their staffs. At the end of the day, one of their staff gave it out to a friend who is a smuggler, at least to cover up their badly activities. So there are some things that needed to be put into measure. Maybe this is the right time for the Nigerian police and the Nigerian custom to begin to search if truly the person in question that is bringing the vehicle has the plate number of the presidency. Maybe he has, I believe there are some papers and documents that should be attached
to the documents
to back it up.
But sir, this is it. What if it is these people working with the president or this local government chairman?
That is exactly
what if they are the real one under the umbrella?
That is exactly
of
what I said. That the paper, the plate number can't just be issued to anybody out there. The person that the plate number was given to might have given the plate number to a friend who is into smuggling or in the act of covering up their activities.
Well, he said, custom will not relent and will continue to do its best by not allowing smugglers to use the old tactics of using the presidential number plates and other governmental institutions to smuggle luxurious vehicles into the country. This is one of the menaces we are having. It is saddening how vehicle smugglers are ridiculing the apex seat in the country by using presidential fake plate numbers on newly smuggled cars to deceive customs. According to him, customs are well-trained personnel who can easily identify fake numbers and cannot be played by the old tricks. Well, is it by checking it with bare eye, or they have anything? Maybe they have their system.
They have their system that they were using in checking a plate number. I could remember some years back when I wanted to travel to Kogi, that was Agba. Then I had to travel down to this place, Ogere, in Ogun State there, to look for a vehicle that would take me to Kogi. Then one of suddenly the vehicle came. When the vehicle came, it was this RAV4 Jeep with a plate number.
Okay.
It has the vehicle license plate in front of the windscreen. Without doubt that there was two boys inside the vehicle, the driver and one other guy. Then I was the third person. They took me, we negotiated, then I followed them. And before getting to Guru Maharaji, there was a police checking point. Immediately the police sighted the vehicle. There was 3 vehicles ahead of us. They had to stop the 3 vehicles, letting the rest of the vehicle go, then they parked us. All of a sudden, I saw the policeman. He brought an uncle. He called the guy. I said, what happened? I came out. He said, I said, I was traveling to Kogi. Then I bought the vehicle at Ogeri there. He said the plate number was a fake, that the plate number was being used by Mazda. Mazda car. I said, how come? the plate number that I'm seeing here, I saw the vehicle, the original vehicle pasted in front of the windscreen that contained the RAV4, the vehicle that the Toyota RAV4. I said, okay. The guy now brought his phone. He now showed me on the system. Okay, how come? The guy could not talk. It was a policeman. He said, that's how the smugglers used to do. So it was a policeman that looked for a vehicle, for another vehicle for me. So they have a portal in which they can cross-check, like the one they normally do in Lagos. If maybe you disobey a traffic law now, when you go to a police checking point or this VIO, vehicle investigation officers, when you got to their checking point, they have a portal in which they can easily go through on their phone, checking the system of your vehicle if you have violated or you have not violated.
Well, the controller said, let them respect the presidency. We must respect the presidency, which is leadership. WADA also disclosed that they have impounded lots of such vehicles with fake number plates, including those of local governments, ministries, and lots of government institutions. He said that the service was saddled with the responsibility of suppressing anti-smuggling activities, revenue, and trade facilitation while implementing other governmental policies. The controller said that the service was committed to saving Nigeria's economy by bringing smugglers down to the ground by suppressing their activities. Well, WADA still furthermore to say that the media have been assisting them in extending what they were doing to the public, decrying that many people do not understand why the rules of the customs are and why certain actions are taken. Some will say customs will come to their houses to take contraband, but all this will be amplified through the media on what the rules and regulations are.
You see, I still disagree with what the guy was saying there. You understand? You remember there was a time they had to go to Bodija market in the midnight of the day to go and break some shops in there and cut away their foodstuffs. I believe
the customs.
The customs. I believe we have a border checkpoint where the customs are. Where did those goods go through without being checked by this custom? So any goods that is out there in the country, I'm not talking about the vehicles alone. I'm not talking about the vehicles now. I'm talking about the foodstuffs now. Any foodstuffs that has been smuggled out from the border to Nigeria should not be apprehended. Then let me ask a question that needed an answer from them. All those lorries, yesterday we read in the news that almost there are some trucks of carrying conveying rice that were being apprehended, that it was smuggled contraband goods. Where do they normally keep those goods at the end of the day? Those cars that were being seized, well, what happens to the cars? You could recall a guy came on Channel television crying to the public that this car was collected, that the customs said there was a paper missing in the car, that the paper was not where the papers of the vehicle was not well documented. At the end of the day, his vehicle was sold to another person. He gave the address of the person that bought the vehicle. He gave the name of the person that bought the vehicle, and it was being sold by all these customs. Wow. What happened? They did nothing about it.
These are the problems you're facing in Nigeria. You see, all these officers, once they have the power with them,
they misbehave at times. They misuse the power given to them.
Well, let's move on to the next headline here. Man sentenced to death in Zamfara for killing friend over 100 naira. A Zamfara State High Court has sentenced one Anas Dahiru to death by hanging for killing his friend. Anas of Unguwar Dalatu area of Gusau in Zamfara State was accused of killing his friend Shamsu Ibrahim with a knife during a dispute over 100 naira in 2017.
With a knife? He's an Hausa man.
Yes.
You know, all these officers, their own is justice by hand. You understand? No time to waste time. Not until when there is a law that is put into measure. If you go deep to the constitution of Nigeria, we were using two constitutions. What is the cutoff mark in the northern part of the country when you want to enter into the university? It's different. The cutoff mark in the north is different from the southwest. Southwest here. Why is it like that? We are in the same level. We're under the same Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, when you look at it very well, what happened recently? I think last year, a lady came out. All of the in the name of saying she abused Muhammad.
Yeah, that's blasphemy. That was
blasphemy.
Yes, that was
blasphemed Muhammad. It wasn't the personality that she blasphemed. He blasphemed Muhammad. Muhammad is no longer in the world.
He's not even in Nigeria.
He's not even in Nigeria. They go
wait. I want to ask this. I don't want to go into religion now, but sir, we see a lot of videos whereby Nigerians are using our president to play, all those talks online, blah 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 blah. We do respect our president, but if it is all these religious something, the way we take it,
the way they take it personally. I swear. Do Muhammad say you should fight on his behalf? Do Jesus say you should fight on his behalf? I believe religion should be a thing of peace. That is not where we are going. Now the lady in question was brought out, stoned to the point of death.
Not to the point of death. She was stoned to death.
She was stoned to death. She was even burnt. She was even burnt.
And that's
the
double
guy
justice.
that lit matches even came on video on social media that he was the person that lit the light, that lit the matches. Nothing was done. But somebody who came out and said nothing was done to those people that killed that lady, the person in question is still lying there in the cell for over 2 years now.
This is Nigeria.
Now, when you look at the Hausas, they may live in the morning and the night, they die. They believe in Isoro Allah name. Anything that happens. So not until when there is a law that is guiding every one of us under the same Federal Republic of Nigeria that when you kill, you are going to be killed back.
Well, the presiding justice, Mukhtar Yushau, said that having listened to both sides, the court was convinced that Anas committed a crime. Justice Yushau sentenced the convict to death by hanging as enriched in section 221 of the penal code. In another development, the presiding judge also sentenced one Sadiku Abubakar to life imprisonment for attempted armed robbery in Bungudu local government area of the state. Sadiku was convicted by attacking one businessman in Runji village who gallantly arrested and handed him over to the police. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Speaking with the newsman at the court premises, the prosecutor, Barrister Mansour Lawal, Assistant Director, Public Prosecutions, Zamfara State Ministry of Justice, said he welcomed the judgment passed by the court. On his part, the counsel to the two convicts, Barrister Muhammad Ahmad Jamo, who is the coordinator, Legal Aid Council, Zamfara State Office, said the judgment will serve as deterrent to others. He, however, disclosed that they will look at the responsibility of appealing the case. Now, sir, are you talking about the different constitutions that were being used in the north and the southern part of even there are some things that happen in the east that will never you won't see such thing happen in the north, because you remember in Anambra State there was I think it was two guys that was being caught that maybe they stole something in the market and they had to burn them live during jungle justice before the police could come around to arrest them. They burned them to ashes. No, now people were talking about it like, why is things like this happening in Nigeria where we have rules, where we have rule of law, we have police officers, we have different
the police officer normally comes out to tell the Nigerians that jungle justice is not accepted in Nigeria. If the police have done what they're supposed to have done, all those things wouldn't have happened. When you call a police in a distress call, immediately when the police arrive, immediately things will be put into measure. In a situation where you call a police, in the next 1 hour, 2 hours, when the armed robber have left, that the police just came.
No, I've seen a situation whereby there was a robbery where I was staying
somewhere
on my street, not somewhere, my street.
Your street.
And we had to call the police they are about to get to our own house. And we called the police that okay, there's so robbery going on in our area. Do you know what they told us when they came? They said they know that there is a robbery going on. So the only thing they could do is to start, their car and make sure the siren is on, so as to scare the thief away, that they cannot arrest those thieves because they don't know the kind of ammunition that is with them. So I was like, what is good? So that means we are not safe.
Which means the Nigerians are not safe, not until when we begin to protect ourselves. You know, I do say it, but the people disagreed with me that if there is a law that gave us the right, the way it was in America, that gave us every Nigerian's
right to gun,
to carry a gun, because the thief that is coming to your house would have known that the person that I'm going there to meet would have a weapon, must have a weapon. So they will be very careful of coming to.
But sir, you said it now that the law that we use in Nigeria is used in different ways. The way it is used in North is different from how it is being used here. Now, sir, you said we should, the government should give us license to be using gun anyhow. Look at this man that killed someone with a knife just because of 100 naira. Not to talk of him having a gun.
Having a gun.
With him. So that means they will kill them.
Automatically, if the man that brought a knife would have known that the person that is going there to meet would have had a gun.
So it is fire for fire.
It is fire for fire. Then they will know.
So we have a lot of the cases of dead people around because people will just be killing themselves up and down.
They have it in America. Do they normally kill themselves the way they like? It happens once in a while because before you can be given a gun, you might have been trained how to handle those guns. Then you might they might have text your brain if you don't have a psychiatric problem. Before the license of the gun will be given to you, then you cannot take the license to where you are going to purchase.
Sir, if someone is being tested today and the person is tested, okay, the situation of the situation we found ourselves in Nigeria now can change that person in the second day.
But now listen to me. Do we wait? For instance, now something happened in Ogun State recently, almost 2 months ago, where there was a vigil hold by one of this church. Then the Fulani herdsmen came in the night. During the vigil, they started shooting to the worshippers. They killed the pastor right in front of right inside the church there. Then some of the members were being carted away. If there is a law that is guiding that everybody has a right to gun, the pastor might have gone to the church with his gun. The member might have gone to the church with his gun. They might have something to prevent themselves. At the end of the day now, police will be invited. When the police is being invited, they will tell you they are saying investigate. Have you ever seen where a Fulani houseman came out to kill and police came out to say those people that killed were Fulani housemen, they are being apprehended and they were being paraded?
Well, to be sincere, we still see this as Nigerian government not having a good mindset about the masses, because I don't know why we keep talking about economy every day, insecurity, you know, different kind of things every day come up in the news in Nigeria. Well, in the comment section, Ms. Mikorazon said, how can you kill because of 100 naira? Banjo Princess said, well done, Sidonje, thank you. Said, those who can't respect and honor Iman still alive are fighting for saints they heard about and never met. Religion is killing us in this country. Yes, that's the truth. But then, this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on TikTok, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidonje. Thank you so much, Ambassador. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.